y'all, Pam here with Be Creative Crafts. So welcome back. So how is everybody doing tonight? And if you are new here, welcome. I appreciate y'all coming by and saying howdy do. And if you are returning, welcome back. I appreciate each and every one of you. So how is I already asked y'all that. I was gonna say, how are y'all doing? I already asked y'all that. So y'all, summertime has done shown up in Tennessee. We have had beautiful mild temps up until the last couple of days, and it's hitting the 90s. I knew it was coming, and I was enjoying every single second of those milder temperatures. I really was. It was nice. I liked it a whole lot. So I don't have a whole lot to talk about tonight. I do have one finished project to show y'all. And if you missed it, I did a review on this little tool right here. It is an awl. It's an awl, but it has a little crochet hook on it. See that little hook there? Which makes it very handy dandy for making towel toppers. So if you watched the review of this, I was making this. So after I finished that review, I went ahead and finished out the towel topper. So now that's what it looks like when it's done. And when I put a button on it, and I picked one that would kind of match these carrots, and I guess that's a tomato. Oh yeah, it says that right there, tomato. It doesn't really look great. It's more of an orangey color, but I was kind of particular when I was picking out my buttons. Because the yellow one that I wanted to use was too yellow. Y'all know what I'm saying? It just didn't match it. It was too pale, maybe. So that is my faux. That is what I have finished up making. And I put it's got a little chain on it to make a little button holder. A buttonhole. Y'all, words, they fail me tonight. Ta-da! But this way you can hang it on your cabinet, pull on the drawer pull. You can hang it on the refrigerator, wherever you want to put it. So, yeah. And I will have a tutorial coming out for these toppers. I don't know exactly when. If I manage to squeeze it in this weekend, I'll go ahead and try to get it filmed up. That way I can edit it and get it out here pretty quick. I had some ideas of things to do for like a Christmas in July. What is my computer doing? No, don't update. What? Don't want that up there. Go away. There we go. Whoa. Clicking stuff that don't need to be clicked. Okay. But anyway, so yeah, I'm going to have a tutorial for that coming out before too terribly long. So let me see. When I was coming in here tonight, it showed that StreamYard has added a new feature. So we're going to try it out and see if I can figure out how to do it. It said you click on that, and they have these overlays that you can do. So we're going to try this overlay here. I don't see, instead if you click on it, there was a transform. I don't see, so maybe I don't have to click anything else. Maybe I just, says select the overlay and then click transform to enter transformer mode. I don't see transform. Maybe I need to scroll. No, I don't see it. I mean, I see the overlay that I put, but I don't see transform. Maybe I can just click on it and that's the, nope, that's not working. Has anybody else tried it out yet? let's see. It says you can resize and reposition the overlays without leaving studio. Select the overlay. I did. Oh, wait a minute. Let me click it again. Maybe I need to click the little 3 little dots that are in the corner of the overlay. Nope, that just says rename. I don't know, y'all. I do not know. Well, either way, we'll put that one back up. Please like and subscribe if you have not already. I try to put out a little bit of content that hopefully everybody enjoys. Sometimes I'll show my pets. I do tutorials. I do product reviews. Try to keep it kind of crafty related. Or, yeah, I like to sing, so sometimes I put out videos of me singing. I just try to do, like I said, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. So, I don't see transform, y'all. I don't see that. I'll watch the video after this live ends because they have like a little tutorial video. But I mean, I thought it would be pretty. I mean, it seemed kind of straightforward. Click that, press this, and they were showing how you can drag it, make it bigger, make it smaller. But I'm just not seeing that. Maybe I have to do it before. Well, I don't think so because I was going to say maybe I didn't have to be live, maybe not live, but I can still see the same thing before I started the live that I can see now. So anyway. Oh, and here's this one. I downloaded this one. It just says, welcome. Welcome to the channel. But I wanted to make it a little bit bigger, which I've got this welcome one here. Ta-da! But it covers up the whole screen. So that's why I liked this one, because it was just a little smaller. But it says you can move them and make them bigger and drag them. I'll figure it out. Hey, Miss Kimberly, welcome in. And Gentry and David, if y'all are watching as well. And there's Mr. Tinykins. Perching up on the back of the chair there. Can you say hi to the peeps? Say hi, everybody. I know. Yeah. I don't know if y'all heard him. He said hello. I was just sitting here trying to figure out, they have a new feature in StreamYard, and I was trying to figure out how to make it work, but I got the overlay. I don't know which corner it's in, probably this one. It just says welcome. On my screen, it's here, but I have my screen reversed, so I'm pretty sure it's here. Welcome in, y'all. If y'all, okay, chat peoples, let me know. If I point here, does it say welcome or does it say nothingness? Or if I point here, okay, 1, yay or nay. 2, yay or nay. Because I'm pretty sure, because like when I put stuff down here, when I point over here on my screen, which is where I see it, that's not really where it's at. It's really over here. So I'm guessing it's the same with this as well. But, so let's go back over here. Let's play around and see what else StreamYard has added. They added a few things last week that I never did go in and check. You know what I just saw when I clicked on banners? Jeopardy. I have not done the Jeopardy question in weeks and weeks and weeks. Completely forgot about it. We'll get back to that next week. Because I haven't even checked it. I don't remember when the last time I did a Jeopardy question was. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's see here. You've looked at those. Let's look here. So welcome in to everybody that is listening and lurking. See a few little eyeballs out there. So this is for y'all. Let me click back up here. Tiny Kimberly says hello. He had moved from here over to my armrest. Okay, let's go back over here and see what else we can find. See what else they have added. Let's see if they added any videos. Oh, they did. They added a thank you video. A be right back video. Oh, there's a welcome video too. We're going to click this one and see what it does. Kimberly says number 2. So, welcome everybody. See, on my side, it looks like I'm rubbing my little alpaca. There's no words, but I thought that was correct. And I could always look at it on my phone and see that I'm pointing in the right spot, but, you know, I ain't got time for all that. Well, I mean, I do, but then I'd have to open up my phone and go find the live. We just here to chit chat and check out what's going on StreamYard land today. Okay, so let's go see what this little thank you video looks like. And this is for everybody. If you are in the chat, if you're watching the live, or if you're catching the replay, this is for you. It has no music. It's just a big old thank you. Well, I think it needs music. It needs music, right, y'all? It's just silence. It needs something. We're going to have to add music to that if we're going to use it. So let's go back up here. And let's play this one. That's one I created using one of my editor programs because it's so relaxing. Kind of wish I was at the beach. I haven't been to the beach in a long time. I miss the beach. I really miss being able to do a day trip to the beach is what I miss. Okay, we're going to take that off of there. Let's see what else we got over here. So they have a bunch of backgrounds, but see, I usually have my face taking up the whole screen. But sometimes, like if I have a panel, it'll make us smaller and you can see the background. Let me see here. Nope, that didn't do it. There we go. Now you can see the background. It just makes me smaller, but if I'm showing y'all stuff and you're watching on your phone, that screen's already small enough. So I like to leave it big so you can see what's going on. But since it's just me chit-chatting about nothingness, you can see the background because it's pretty. I don't remember which one I picked here. What is this one called? It's called Fruit Salad. If you have StreamYard and you're wondering what my background is, Fruit Salad. Oh, they have applause. Some of the stuff I've never looked at, y'all. Some of it I have, but it's been a really long time. So let's take a listen. We have a gong. Ta-da. There's also background music, but now that I have listened to, and unless they've added some new ones, it's not something that I would want to listen to on repeat for a long period of time. You know what I'm saying? Not my jam. So, you know what? I wonder if I could watch that while. Let's see if I can watch that while. You're loud, Princess. Why won't you let me turn you down? From StreamYard Studio. Why aren't you down? Okay, I did that. Oh. See, mine doesn't have transform. It says all. Maybe it's only on certain plans because, let's see. Oh, that took me to another, let's see. Yeah, available on paid plans only. I'm a paid plan, so where's my little dots? I'm not on like the expensive paid plan, but I pay. So, I don't know. So click on it. Click on the little dot. Nope, there's no transform. That's fine. It's not a big deal. All I could do was just move it around and place it in different spots. Not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. Okay. Let's look at the more music. They have not added. Do I have that one over there? I do. Back out of there. I don't see anything new. I don't think. I think these are all ones that have been here before. This one's called Daydreaming. See, I don't think I would want to listen to that like for a long period of time. I don't like that. Do y'all like that? If you do, great. It's not my jam. Not my jam. It's too... I don't know what the word is. Too... What's the word, peeps? Not, I don't know. I would not techno, but too computer generated, maybe? Let's see what this one is. I don't like that one either. We're just going to go with no music. Really said it sounds like a funeral. It was called Daydreaming. Let's see if any of them are good. Okay, the second one was called Acoustic Cinematic. I didn't care for that either. This one's called Dance Pop. Nope. This one's called Pause. They're all just so the same. Like, it's just such a small loop. I'd rather just do no music. Unless it's just like a nice like background music, but those are just too digital. Digital maybe is the word I'm looking for. Remember those old recorders or the old keyboards that we could get back when we were, I say we, back when I was a kid, they came out with these little keyboards and they had pre-made sounds in there. And they were just kind of like a beat. That's what some of these remind me of. This one's called Lo-Fi. This one's called Night Driving. It's another kind of funeral-esque. This one's called Rock. I don't hate this one, but I think it would be distracting if that was playing the whole time. I don't hate this one though. So maybe like if I went on a break or something, I had to go grab something, I could put on one of the Be Right Back videos and play that, and I wouldn't hate it. And maybe y'all wouldn't hate it. But the rest of them, not a fan of. Not a fan at all. Okay, what else we got? Ooh, we got some widgets. Oh, I looked at this one before. That's where we could do the poll. We could do a poll or you could do a QR code. Ooh, notes. Oh, I can do notes. So if I want to put my little teleprompter up, I can type in what I want to say over there so I don't remember, so I don't forget, and I can remember. Haha. Probably, like if I was doing like a pre-recorded video, that might be handy dandy. Or if I have like a set project that I'm working on and I want to remember to tell y'all certain things about that project during the live, I could probably put it there just to go back in and remind myself, oh yeah, I wanted to tell y'all this. So that is actually a handy little new feature. And whoop, we got some chats. Hey, Miss Diane. How are you? I am doing good. Kimberly says the rock is okay, but not very crafty like unless you're carving trees with a chainsaw. Right? Hey, Miss Karen. Exactly. I don't know. They're just not very, yeah, like, if, sometimes you just want music going. And those, not great. They're not great, but it's okay, StreamYard. It's okay. Karen said, I was yarn shopping and saw you're on. Whoo! Where'd you go? What'd you get? Hey, Robert, can I get a whoop whoop? Of course, he goes, whoop whoop. So, yeah, where you shopping? Where was you shopping? I started to go to Hobby Lobby again tonight just to see if they had started their clearance, but I did not. I'm kind of thinking that the one that I went to last week has probably started theirs this week, but I didn't go back because I don't need any yarn. I'm trying to be good, y'all, but I've been watching some of the videos, and I would not be tempted by the thick, chunky blanket yarn type things. Those would not tempt me at all because those are not my favorite types of yarn to use. But some of the I Love This yarns, I thought about going and checking to see if some of the certain colors they have, because I'm running low on a couple of specific colorways. So maybe I'll go tomorrow. I don't know. When I looked at the weather, it's supposed to rain Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But yeah. Miss Diane is doing fine. She is working on a half double V-stitch blanket. Oh, nice. Let's see. Karen said, nothing yet. Looking for deals online. Going to Hobby. Y'all, words today. I'm telling you, words. She is looking for deals online, but she is going to Hobby Lobby tomorrow. She went yesterday, and all deals were gone. Oh, that's a bummer. But I'm pretty sure yarn is on sale 30% off this week, right? I think, right? I could be wrong, but I think it is. I think yarn is on sale this week because fabric was on sale last week. So yarn will be on sale. So even if it's not on clearance, you can still get it at 30% off. So she is looking for fall colors for her brother, and they had their Christmas stuff out already. Somebody else said the same thing, that they already had Christmas stuff out. And I'm like, it is June. I mean, the Christmas in July, I get. Because that's like that, that's been a thing for quite some time, Christmas in July. But it's June, people. June. Let's put some 4th of July stuff out first. Well, heck, I mean, we got several more holidays. We got Halloween, which I know Hobby Lobby doesn't do Halloween, but still they got Thanksgiving. There's several other holidays between now and Christmas. We're not even halfway through the year yet. We're almost, but not quite. Let's see, Karen's doing a mini C2C for a birthday gift for her granddaughter. Oh, that's going to be so cute. Cute, cute. Oh, and y'all, I'm drinking water tonight. I like these cores because I like the bottles. I'd never bought it before. My sister, when we did the pageant, she bought these. She got the snacks for the judges, and she bought these, and I was like, ooh, I like the shape of that bottle. And I can get them at Dollar General. But it has electrolytes and minerals for taste. It tastes like water, but I like it as far as water goes. I'm not a big water snob, but I don't particularly care for it. But I like this because it's got the electrolytes in it. But Karen said when she did craft shows, she had to make Christmas items in June. See, yeah. See, and that's what I do need to do. I do need to make some more stockings to have so that I'll be ready for the craft shows come when that season rolls around. But, yeah. But when I go shopping, I don't want to buy it, but I guess I should. So, y'all, if you missed what I was showing earlier, I bought this on Amazon. It was a 2-pack. Got 2 of these little guys. And I did, after I finished up that little review, these were $9.49 for 2, and it was $9.99 for 1. I did go back and look that up. So that is why I bought 2, because it was cheaper. And also, in case I break one or lose one, I've got a backup. But what it is, y'all, I knocked over some stuff. I'm just picking it up. It is it's an awl. So it's very pointy. There we go. Very, very pointy here. So that I can poke a hole through my towels when I'm doing towel toppers. But then it's got this little tiny hook on the tip of it here. Dun, 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 right there. It's got a hook, like a little crochet hook, which makes it very handy dandy when crocheting towel toppers like these. Like that. So this is the one that I was showing how to do in the hook review. But it made it go a lot quicker. Karen says it is 100 in Sacramento now. And still have to pack, to move. Whoo, lots of breaks in the heat. I bet. Yeah, now here, the past couple of days, we've reached the 90s. Up until then, it has been a very mild June, end of May into June. But those hot temps are coming, y'all. I knew they were, and it's okay. But Kimberly says, you're being healthy. She is trying the Powerade Zero for the electrolytes. Ooh. So maybe being a smidge healthy in that I'm drinking water instead of Dr. Pepper. But I had that water with my little Oreos before I came in. But I only had 2 Oreos. I didn't eat like a whole package. I only had 2. That was my little snacky snack before I came in here. Garrett's is cool. Hers has a thin handle. I need that one. I will, you know what? Let me drop the link right quick. Let me go grab it and drop the link for it. Amazon, where are you at? Amazon. Why aren't you showing up there? Look at that. Boom. Come on. Open. Open. So you got to be sure you get the one that says it has a hook on it, because some of them are just a little pointy thing. Now, they did have one, like this one that I just pulled up. It's got the point, and then it's got a hole so you can put yarn through it, like thread it and pull it through that way. But I wanted the one with a hook so I can pull it through. Here we go. Let's see if they're in stock. Oh, they are. It says they got one left. So let me drop this link here. Copy. Yes, and the other one with just one is $9.99. It is still also here, but I'm gonna. So I got this off of Amazon. This is owl with hook. Oh, see, when I see it written, my brain wants to call it an owl because that's what it looks like to my brain. Even though when I go aw, AWE, I say all. But anyway, AWL, all with hook. So the whole video, I called it an owl because that's what my brain wants to say when I see it written. But anyway, there is a link for it. And after this live ends, I will go in and put it in the description. Hey, Miss Ivy B. Miss Karen said, where did I get it again? I got it from Amazon. You are very welcome. And I think I answered you before I even saw your question, but that's where I got it. Got it from the Amazon. But that's the 2-pack, y'all. It comes in a little. It came in an envelope, but then what did I do with the box? But then it was also packaged in a box, and then this was in the box. So, but it was very handy dandy. So if you like to make towel toppers, or I was thinking too, I've got a sweatshirt that I was going to add sleeves to, or if you're wanting to like crochet on t-shirts and stuff, this will easy peasy go through fabric because it went through this towel, no problem. So thinking this will make it easier for those as well, instead of having to like sew like what do they call it, a mattress stitch, so you don't have to sew anything on it before you get going. You can just jam it in there, although it might hold up better if you seam it and then stitch it. But yeah, I haven't finished any of the ones I've made. I've started several, but haven't finished any of them well, I take that back. I have like my ugly Christmas sweater, but I did that on a sweater. So, but I haven't washed like the t-shirt that I was adding sleeves and stuff onto, or the sweatshirt. I haven't washed either of those to see how if it's gonna pull or snag or make it bigger. So, yeah. Cute. Okay, there you go. I was like, wait, what? She said the TV idea sounds cute. And I was like, what TV idea? What did I say? Then she said the t-shirt idea. Karen says, cool, ordered it. Yay. But I mean, it's a wooden handle and it seems pretty sturdy. But like I said, I got 2 of them. So if one breaks, I got a backup, and I can always order another single one. But the tip is very, very sharp. Very sharp. So what's everybody's plans for the weekend? Anything fun and exciting? Trying to think what I got going on. I know I've got something going on because it popped up on my reminder list. But I don't know that it was something that I have to go do. I think it was just something that I said I was interested in on Facebook. I do know there's another benefit going on this weekend, and there's going to be music. And this one's going to have a silent auction and a live auction. So that's fun. Live auctions get me in trouble, though, because, I want to bid on what I want to bid on. And, I don't want to let somebody else get it for $6 when I can get it for $7. And so we just keep driving that price up, knowing good and dang well I can just go to the store and buy it for myself for $5. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get like that? But I also like the silent auctions. Y'all, I got a hair on my face. It needs to quit. I did bid on a few things at the benefit last weekend. I did not win them, but that's okay. I didn't need them. I just bid on them because they were cute. There was this really cute Pioneer Woman tea kettle. And I actually bid on that because my mom said it was cute, but she didn't want to bid on it because she'd already bid on other stuff. So I bid on it, and if I got it, I was just going to give it to her. Yeah. So I made this the other night, y'all. I was trying to decide if I want to keep all of my craft products or if I want to get rid of some of them. So one of the things that I haven't used in a long time was my UV resin. So I thought maybe I'll make some keychains with it. But I think the UV resin doesn't do well if it's a thick item. It does better with this thin layer. But where's my little... I made a little tiny pea a long time ago when Nancy and I showed it. And y'all, I don't know if y'all can see how it's squishing? I don't know if y'all can see that it's squishy. It shouldn't be squishy. It should be hard, right? But it's squishy. I don't understand why. There we go. Now you can kind of see it better there. It's squishy. Why would it turn squishy? So then I was like, well, do I want to sell keychains if they're going to turn squishy? I mean, it's not like breaking or anything. It's just weird that it's squishy because it started out hard. I know they make some resin that is squishy that you can make like stress balls and stuff with, but this I didn't think was it. But this is what I made. So I used some of the translucent. Hold on. Come on. I've got you on the wrong camera for y'all to be able to see it really well. But some of it's translucent. Put the little hole in it so I could put the put the little jump ring. Hey, Michael. He said, hiya, sweetheart. Long time no see. Exactly. How you been? I saw you got a new tutorial either coming out or just released. Looks pretty cool. But I can't remember if I saw a sneak peek of it's coming or if it just got released. But so y'all, if you like Tunisian or if you've never tried Tunisian and you want to try Tunisian, go check out Michael if you haven't already. Because he's the man when it comes to Tunisian. He's got some really cool tutorials. Oh, it comes out in the morning. See? It's a coming soon. So y'all go check it out. So that's what I did. This was what I worked on this week. But like I said, it's not very, right there, you can see it's not very smooth. And that was after me putting, like I painted on a thin layer to try to get it nice and smooth. But I'm afraid if I sand it down, that it'll dull it. And I don't want it to be dull. So this may be... UV resin might be one of those things that's just not my thing. Now I do have some like earrings, like the earring blanks, I guess, like the frame, and then you put the UV resin in the middle. But I don't know. I don't know that I love it enough for it to be a project that I want to add to my crafts, my inventory for craft shows. But we'll see. We shall see. I'm going to let this sit for a few more days, and I'm going to see if it turns squishy. Because I don't know how long ago it's been since we made this one, and it became squishy. I just don't like that it's squishy. I wonder if... Let's see. Let's see if it says it's supposed to be squishy. No, that's just telling me... Oh, yeah, that's telling me to wear gloves. I should have wore gloves, but I did not. Keep away from children and pets. Wear gloves and glasses and a protective mask. I didn't do none of that. I probably should have done all three of those, but I did not. Do not ingest. It doesn't say anything about... Not intended for food use. Please read instruction insert. It don't have an instruction insert. It possibly did at one time, but oh well. Hey, Trish. Let's see. Kimberly said it was well over a year ago. I'm thinking closer to 2. It's possible. It's been a while. It's been a while. A long while. Trish just got home from the wharf and watching the fishing boats. See, that would be nice, though, just to go out there and watch and listen to the waves. Trish says instructions. What are those? It's UV resin. So you pour it, you put it in a little mold that looks like, one of these little, give me the word, y'all. Told y'all me and words tonight. I think I'm tired. The little rubbery molds, you put them in there. And then it has I have a UV light. You put that on top of it and let it cure. Somewhere I have a flashlight too, but I dropped one of my flashlights like behind the desk, and I think it was that one. Silicone. Thank you, Kimberly. Yeah, I'm telling you. Words. Hey, Darcia, welcome in. Trish says it was beautiful today. No wind, and the water was calm. But just relaxing to just sit out there and, yeah. Yes, the silicone molds. Anyway, so you put it in there, and so that's what I did. I have all these little bottles, like lots and lots of little bottles. Whoa. Come back here. Woohoo! That was a good catch. So I got all these little bottles. And a lot of them are almost empty because I was making a light switch cover. That's what I was making. But when I put the UV on it, it curled. I think it was too much heat for that big of an area. So the UV didn't work well for a light switch cover. So like just a little, it's only about yay big, but it would work better for regular resin, the 2-part epoxy, which somewhere in this craft room I have some of that, but I've been told it smells really strong. So that is something that I would need to open the window and definitely wear a mask for, and gloves and all that, because it does get very strong smelling. So I haven't done it yet because I like to just sit in here and do my thing. But the UV resin doesn't have as much of a smell. I mean, it doesn't have like a super offensive odor, but it does have a bit of a smell when you open the containers. Like once it's cured, it doesn't smell like anything. There's just nothing is. But I was making little keychains is what I was trying to do. But I made this one all colorful because I just had, like I said, I have some partial containers. So I was just making some keychains to use it up. And I've got some little tassels that I was going to add on with it, like just little teeny tiny tassels. But I thought those would make a cute little keychain. But I don't want to do that if they're going to get squishy. But, I mean, as long as they're not, it's not like squishy. And you know what? I have some other stuff that I made that same night that's in the other room. I should check and see if it's also squishy, because if not, then it'll be fine. But anyway, sorry, y'all. Let me scroll on down. I'm missing some chatters. Trish says, words. What are those? I know, right? Everybody's saying howdy-do to each other. Trish is tidying up, so she'll be listening, working, and lurking. Trish says it's 2:15 there. It is 9:15 at night here, and I have been up early. I got up early this morning, and then I went to work. Karen said, our Dollar Tree has molds. Mine does too, and I've bought some of them. This one I bought. This one came from, y'all, this little, okay, so I I've got new hair growth for some reason. So this has grown out. So I don't have bangs. This is just, it just decided to grow. So I got this little loop-de-loop. And it is tickling my face tonight. This one came from Hobby Lobby. And thank you, ladies, for giving me silicone, because it was not coming. But it's got like a little puzzle piece. And this one is for, you can do like, you can use it to make earrings or necklace charms. And I did the square. I did the big square, I think. Did I do the big square? Yeah. I did the big square because I thought that would be a good size for a keychain. Just like a little keychain, pretty, just to make it look pretty. But also, I wonder how this will hold up to keys smashing into it. Because I know the 2-part epoxy resin holds up really well. But I don't know about these. And here's, nope, that's not the one. So that on that same live, we painted rocks, or I had a painted rock. So that's what this one looked like without resin on it. And then this one is the one I did with the resin. And that's with the UV resin. So, I mean, it worked really great for that. Made it nice and shiny. But that was with just the clear coat of it. Trish is folding laundry. She says, I love washing and folding laundry, LOL. I bet you love it as much as I do. Oh, Karen said they had heart ones? Really? I don't think the ones I picked up from Dollar Tree weren't hearts, but I haven't been to Dollar Tree in a hot minute. Let me look. I got them right here. Some of the stuff is where it should be, and some is not. Let's see here. Let's take a looky-see here. Oopie-doo. So here are the, this is the, so that's the light switch cover one that I tried to do. That was an epic fail. Darcy said, what are the molds? Let's see. Kimberly said she looked it up, and you can sand the UV resin, follow the directions. It will look cloudy, but it just needs polishing or another thin layer of resin. So I guess I could sand it down. Or, I mean, and nobody else may even care that it's not completely smooth. I mean, it's shiny. Nobody else may care. It just might be this person right here. These are just silicone molds that you can use with UV resin, regular resin. I don't know if you can put clay in here or not. You might could put air dry clay in here, and then just pop them out when they're done. But it's already got the little, can y'all see the little nubbies? So that it puts the little hole in there, so you can use it to for a necklace or earrings, or like I said, I'm going to use this one for a keychain. I'm going to put a little jump ring on it. I've already got a bunch of keychains to add to it. I don't see my ones that I got from, I bought a whole bunch of stuff. Hobby Lobby was having a sale on it one day, and I just bought a bunch. The ones that I got from Dollar Tree, they were very similar to these, but it wasn't as big of a packet of them. And they may be in that other drawer. And when I say I got lots of stuff to go with it, I mean I got glitter, all kinds of stuff. Glitter and little sparklies to add to it. Oh. No, that one came from Hobby Lobby too. That one's got glitter in it. Oh, let's see. Let me scroll up. Scroll. Alrighty, Miss Karen said I could add a magnet to them. See, that would be cute. And I thought about, where'd that other one go? These here. These, oh no, they got the little thing on them too. So I have these, which are give them dimension. I don't know if you can see. So it gives like the little cuts, so they kind of have like a gem look to them. Karen said, "Didn't Nancy do that last year?" Yes, we did. We did a live together showing it. She's probably done some solo as well. But I haven't done anything with it since then. So I was trying to decide if I wanted to keep all this stuff or if I wanted to add it to my craft supplies to de-stash, to get rid of. Because see, like, look at this one. I got this big old thing, never even opened. And I got all these molds, but I don't want to get rid of all the molds because I do still have the 2-part epoxy resin that I want to see how it does. I want to see how it does. Hey, Mom. She said, does Maggie still make the molds for resin to sell? I don't think so. I think she told me that she got rid of all her stuff. Yeah, my niece used to make molds. Molds for... okay, here's one I'm looking for. So I got this one. It's got the little ABCs because I was going to do, all of it, the little beehive looking things. But this one is smaller. So it might work, and it's not as deep. So it might work better because this one was sold with the UV resin stuff at Hobby Lobby. But I could do this and just make like little earrings. That might be a better use for this because it took me, let's see, I did this in layers. So I think it took me 3 layers. And then I cured each layer at least 2 minutes. And then when I was done and I popped it out, the bottom layer was still wet a little bit, which is why it kind of looks like it does. So I flipped the whole mold over and then I cured it again for another 2 minutes. And then when I took it out of the mold, I cured it again and again. I did it 2 or 3 more times. So this one little guy here took me like 30 minutes to make. Trish said, I can make an absolute mess with resin. Me too. That's why I put down, now I put down my silicone work mat to protect my desk because, yeah. Hey, Miss Liz. Let me scroll back up here. Darcy says, okay, I can't remember the lady's name. She has a YouTube channel. She makes Christmas ornaments. I just can't remember her name, but she makes a lot of stuff. With the resin. I can see one girl's face that does a lot of resin, but she makes she uses the 2-part resin and makes the makes cute little like trinket boxes and stuff. And there's another lady that I watch, and she'll pour hers out like in a big round thing, and then before it's fully cured, like when it's still kind of pliable, so it's mostly done, and then she'll stretch it over a bowl or stick it in a bowl and then make resin bowls. See, and that looks like it would be a whole lot of fun. But I'm kind of like Trish. I can make a hot mess with that. Like a big old mess. Big old mess. Y'all, I can't get my drawer shut because I got my stuff all. I'm not going to dig in this other drawer because it's a big, this is like a little skinny drawer, and the drawer on this side is a big drawer. So we're not going to pull that out. But I do have some of the Hobby Lobby molds, but I do need to go back because and see what else they got. And I wonder, oh, it didn't work. Some of the silicone, I was gonna make a rose, but where's it at? With the mold that I bought off of, I think I bought it off Temu, honestly. But it made a really pretty rose, but I wasn't thinking when I put the resin in it, because of the way this particular mold was made, the light would have absolutely no way of reaching the resin to cure it. So not every mold will work with UV. You need to make sure that it specifically says it'll work with the UV resin. So what I ended up doing with that mold is I poured wax into it and made a little wax rose. And it was sitting right here But, you know, I keep moving stuff around. So, oh, there it is. Come here, you. Because this mold here, while it looks like the light can hit it all, it cannot. It cannot, because it's got lots of little layers. Let's see. Let's demold this guy. He's been in there a long time. I made a couple of them. Made a little rose. I just poured my leftover when I was making my waxed hearts for a craft show. I poured it down in there. But it's very delicate. It's got little teeny tiny pieces. But the UV light, once you get it poured down in there, it can't get into all these little crevices to cure the resin. So it's no good, no bueno for that. So, and it actually left resin down in here, and I had a time trying to get it all cleaned out. But we'll set that little guy right there. But you can pour like if you have these molds or even these others, you can put like hot glue down in them, and then you can paint your hot glue, or like I did with that one, you could put wax, like melt like the little wax tarts and pour in there and make cute little designs. You could probably use it to make soap too, the molds, but that particular one, this particular one does not work. The colored molds do not work with the UV, because the light needs to be able to get to all the pieces parts. Scrolly, scrolly, scrolly. Miss Darcia saying howdy do to everybody. But I'm with you. I can't remember. Like, there are certain channels that I watch, and I watch them a lot, but I can't remember their channel names. Now, Nick Zametti is another one. If y'all, he works with resin, but he does major big things with resin. But I love to watch him do his stuff. It's pretty cool. If y'all have never watched him, go check him out. He's got an accent. Let's see. Darcia is asking Miss Karen, who has yarn on sale? Yeah, she said she was shopping online, so let us know. Who has it? Hey, Miss Noe. Let us know who's got yarn on sale. Let's see. Karen said she tried to donate her clay and tool to Goodwill, and she said they can't take clay. Really? I wonder why. She says so she was thinking to just give it to a kid that she sees at the store. Too much to send to the grandkids with shipping. True. Shipping has gotten a little high. That's weird. I wonder why. I've never thought about Goodwill not taking clay. Like, I would think that they would take, like, any kind of craft supply. Or, you know. Karen said, just Hobby Lobby, but good deals on Amazon. Hey, Rudy. Let's see. Darcia says, thanks. You'll have to check Amazon out. Let's see here. Karen says, Walmart also has rollback on Red Heart and Mainstays for $3.15. See, I saw that Kim with Affordably Crafty, her Walmart had yarn on sale. Some of it was kind of, it was another one that was kind of like the big, thicker yarn. And they had, what was the other one they had? She showed a bunch of it, but it was thicker. Not like super big, chunky, like what some of the Hobby Lobby stuff is. But also, I've seen that Michael's has some clearance yarn. I have not physically been to any of these places to check the prices. And Mary Maxim has some stuff on clearance because I got an email from them. So if you've never, I don't know if you've ever shopped at Mary Maxim. Now I did go in and check it last night, and the shipping You had to do like a $75 order to get like free shipping maybe. And I didn't want to spend that kind of money. But they had some stuff on their clearance. I don't know how much shipping will be without it, but hey Bonnie, welcome in. Scroll on down. Let's see, Noe said her sweet cherry tomato plant is popping out a bunch of fat little tomatoes. Love cherry tomatoes. You can just eat them like grapes. Karen said it's all closed too. Let's see, the ship to fit is now 30 and it used to be 20. Oh, really? See, I haven't checked any of those. I haven't had to ship anything like that in a while. Just because I usually just shove it all in a box and don't even pay attention, really. But remember how they had like the priority boxes? Is that what you're talking about? The bigger priority, or is there a different one? Or are you talking about a different one? Because I used to use like the priority flat rate boxes. But you're right. Everything has gone up. And Kimberly says, oh, how I love cherry tomatoes. Bonnie says, I'm not buying yarn. I don't need any more. That's how I got all this yarn that I'm probably not going to use 100 years. I know, same. But there's a couple of colors that I don't have or that I'm running really low on. But I'm trying to be good and not go because I'm like you, Bonnie. I've got plenty that I need to use. So I'm trying to not. And I'm sure if I go in there and look in the totes, I probably have the color that I need. But Bonnie says clearance stuff is just a bunch of stuff I don't need. Same, but then, sometimes I need it. Like, I didn't need the buttons, but then I really did need buttons. So Hobby Lobby does have buttons on clearance too, y'all. So if you need buttons, I showed those last week. But I got some cute buttons. Can you see them in there? They're all colorful. I got some colorful ones, some not. But I'm going to use them on my towels. It's glaring, sorry. But like, I needed some more just like plain colors. But of course I didn't, not for this one because it had like, it didn't need the bright colorful. But I did use one of those. But Karen says, I need more yarn, but I do need fall colors because I don't have any. See, and I like fall colors. I like those colors. I have plenty of those. Sorta. I just like all the colors, y'all. I just do. I like all the colors. Noe says she figured out how to pollinate her flowers. Oh, that's great. See, Darcia said what she needs is cotton. She did inventory. And I do need to do that as well. I need to write down what I have. And there's a thing in Ravelry, or they used to have like a yarn inventory thing in Ravelry to where you could do for your own, like your own personal account. So you can see what you have. But I need to just do like a spreadsheet or just write it down on a piece of paper and then, but let's see here. Karen said the free ones ship any weight flat price. They're okay. Yeah, okay. Ship any weight for a flat price. I'm going to have to check into that because that might work depending upon how big the box is and what all I need to send. Darcy said, pirate ship, I heard it's cheap to ship through them. It is. It's, with pirate ship, you get like the business discounted rate without having to be a big business sending bulk. My mom said, is that one of Brenda's towels? It's pretty. It is not, but it's what I was testing this new tool on. I didn't want to use hers to test this out. So this is a, you'll see that little sharp point? It's an awl. It's a really sharp pointed awl, but it's got a little teeny tiny hook on it. I don't know if y'all can see it. This camera's not focusing in there. You can kind of sort of see it there. But it's got a little tiny hook on it, so it made it easier because I can just show you right here. I'll show you down here on the bottom of this towel. If you missed that video, you can poke it right through that towel, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Look how easy it poked right through that towel. And then with that hook, I could pull the yarn back through. I just did it slowly so that I didn't split the fibers, because this particular towel is very loosely woven. And I found that when I was poking holes in them, see, there's where I just poked that hole. But you just go like that and ta-da, the hole is gone. So when I was using just a regular pokey tool, as I call it, or regular awl, I'd poke the hole in it and then I'd put the crochet hook, go to put the crochet hook in it, and it would already have closed up the holes. So it wasn't working as well. That's why I wanted one with a hook. So I just went onto Amazon and I searched for crochet punch. What did I looked it up when I did the video. Let me look, because I looked it up on my phone. I'll tell you exactly what I searched for, but I did drop it in the chat earlier, and after the live ends, I will drop the link in here as well. I searched crochet hole punch tool, and that's how I found this little guy, because I had another one that was made by one of the popular craft companies, and they no longer make it. But it was almost like a little, it was really, really sharp. Almost like would cut the fabric and then had a hook on it to pull it back through, but that's all I got that. Karen said she did a ripple, red, white, and blue. Now her family member wants to buy it and making another granny this time. Oh, nice. And Kimberly saying hi to my mom. Darcy said, I was just going to ask, is it hard to do that towel to crochet? It's not. See, and what I usually do for these, like this one is really, really thin. So I just folded it over. But this is one I've got to send a message to my aunt to see, because this one is thick and it's a large towel. So I was going to see if she wants me to make her two out of this one, because this is a pretty good sized towel. And it's tighter. It's a tighter weave. It's woven tighter. It's more terry cloth. It's so, but yeah, I want to, I don't know, cut it in half and then do the towel topper on it. But when I cut them in half, especially if it's one like this, I would use a really skinny crochet hook, like one of the ones that you would use with thread, and I could just poke the crochet hook right through here. But it's time consuming, especially if I'm going through 2 layers, and it makes it harder. So it takes me a long time. It was taking me a long time, longer, not really super long time, but longer than I wanted it to do this first row. But that's why I wanted the one with the hook on it, because now I can just push it through. I still took my time because I didn't want to split the threads of the towel, because I did kept pulling it and snagging it. So I did take my time doing those. So, ooh, let's see here. Karen says she does towels all year round. Family loves them. She uses them at Dollar Tree. Yes, and this came from Dollar General, but I've noticed that some of the Dollar General towels have gotten really, really thin. But I got this on clearance. I paid 50 cents for it, so I'm not going to complain because it works. Ivy says that all would work great for a foundation row on zippers for purses or notion bags. Yeah. Maybe I'll try. I've got some zippers because I made like a little mosaics, and that's why I haven't made a whole bunch more of them because I had to sew the little, I had to, you have to sew the little on the zipper. I had to sew the little stitches for me to start it. But you're right, I could use that and go right around the edge of it. Look at you, Ivy B. I'm gonna try that. Darcy said, I like the button on that towel. Where did you get the buttons again? This particular button, I am not 100% sure where I got it at, but these buttons here all came from Hobby Lobby because they are also on sale. They have a clearance on some of their buttons, but they did have some orange ones and some different colored ones. They also had these. These were not on clearance, but they're little wooden buttons that say handmade. But they were on sale. They're it says $1.49, but they were 99 cents. So, but yeah, so I got buttons. That button probably came in an assorted pack that I got from Walmart, or I also bought like a little container, smaller than this, probably about yay big, about that wide, from Dollar Tree. Sometimes they'll have like the containers of buttons, and they're assorted sizes. And Darcy says she has some zippers too. I just can't find them. That's a good point. I think my zippers are in the living room in a box sitting beside where I work on the couch, I think is where they are. I bought my zippers. My baby says it's called brain fart. It happens every now and then. It's been happening to me all night long. I think it's because I'm tired, but yeah, all night. Words escaping me. Karen says Walmart has nice wooden ones too. Oh, I'll have to look at those. Yeah. But yeah. Alrighty, y'all. Ooh, I need to get me a little drink. But yeah, words. They're hard tonight, y'all. It's what happens come Thursday nights when it's been a long week work week. Yep. But yeah, I have those brain farts quite often sometimes. Ooh-wee. It's getting warm in here, y'all. I noticed when I came in the house tonight, Tinykins knocked something off of his cat tree, and it fell on the vent where the thermostat is at, and it was warm. Oh, good night, Mom. It was warm in that room, so my AC is continuing to run. So whatever he knocked off is blocking that vent, so it's not getting enough air. So tomorrow I'm gonna have to move some stuff out of the way so I can get over there to get it off of the vent so that it can, because the rest of the house is staying nice and cold because the thermostat thinks it's hotter than it is. So it's just continually running. And I'd really rather not have my air conditioning running 24/7 all summer long. So I need to get over there and pick that up. And what made me think of that is that it was getting warm in here, and then I heard the air conditioner kick on, and I felt cool air come up from my backside, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I need to do that. Otherwise, because it's supposed to be, well, the next 3 days it's supposed to rain, so it won't be as hot, but I still need to uncover that vent, because if I don't, the next time I come in the house, it'll be 90 bazillion degrees in the in the kitchen dining room area, and it's going to be super duper cold in the rest of the house. Abby says Hobby Lobby has the zippers with the holes already. I know. I've seen those, and I've actually got those. I haven't seen them at Hobby Lobby, but I do have them in my wish list on Amazon. And I've also got some of the wooden bases, and I bought those from Temu, I think. But I've got the bases, so like you can make like a basket, or you can do like the bottom of a purse. and it's got the holes already drilled in it, but they're wooden, and you just crochet around them. Girl. Darcy says, well, wait till you need something out of the fridge. Know what you need, but forget when you open it. Oh, yeah, I've done that. I walked in, I was heading to one of the rooms the other day, and my body just took me in the bathroom, and I was like, I didn't need to go in the bathroom. That's not where I was going. Not where I was going. Not at all where I was going. I might have even been coming in here, but it wasn't the bathroom. Not where I was going. But anyway, so. Alrighty, y'all. Well, I guess I'm going to head out of here and go get me a little snack. But I thank y'all so very, very much for coming and hanging out with me tonight. And let me go over here. Where's my little media assets? Let's see here. Scrolling down. Let's see here. Where's my videos? Let's play. Let's give y'all this one again because it's summertime. Well, close enough. What's the first day? Is the first day of summer like June 20th, June 19th, June 21st? Something like that. It's close enough. It's starting to get hot. We're going to say it's hot. It's beach season, so we're going to do the waves again. But I appreciate each and every one of y'all for coming and hanging out with me tonight. And I will see y'all around the YT streets. So remember, be creative. And until next time, happy crafting. Bye.